Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am Sarah with Sarah's Foods, and today I wanted to do a review and habitat build for the Thrive Tropical Acrylic Terrarium. And what we're going to do today is put this together, decorate it up, and rehouse my Phidiphus regius Gidget, who could use a bigger enclosure. She seems a little bored in her 8x8 or her 4x4x8. This is an 8x8x12, so this will be a really nice upgrade for her. I think she's going to like it a lot. So, this is PetSmart's home brand of terrariums called Thrive. It's kind of nice that we're starting to see some of these manufacturers, the bigger ones, Zoomed, etc., making stuff particularly for spiders. And I have used this particular terrarium a couple of times. I have my bold jumping spider Jinx in one and my pink-toed tarantula in one. And I like them quite a bit. They're not bad. They could be better, but they're not bad. So, we'll go ahead and get started here. This is just a box. I went ahead and took everything out and took all the plastic off so we could skip that. Let me get that out of the way and get this pile of stuff right here. So this is what comes in the box, plus a whole bunch of plastic that we don't need. You have plastic rivets. You have the top. You have 4 sides and the base. So we are going to start with the base. Now, here is my biggest gripe with this particular terrarium, is why on earth it's not just one piece. Why does it have to be that we have to put the thing together? I mean, I guess it could be a fun project for a kid or something to, you know, build the terrarium that your animal's going to live in, but it's kind of pointless. And the box that they ship it in, or that they sell it in, would honestly be smaller. Like, it would have a smaller footprint on the shelf if they just shipped it or made it one solid piece of acrylic. This white plastic base I don't love. I think it's kind of ugly. I much prefer just the plain acrylic. But let's go ahead and get started on building this thing. So, I'm going to start with the back. So, it's sort of decent acrylic. It's not like tarantula cribs good, but it's not horrible. It's not cheap plastic. So, that's a good thing. So, this base has a groove here on the outside that these pieces lock into. Right? Yeah, if I turn it around, the longer side goes down. There we go. And then, take our rivets. If I can actually do this on camera without... So you just get your rivet and press it in. Sometimes it'll go easily, sometimes it won't. Oh, come on, this is supposed to be easy. Let's see if I can get the other one. So you should be able to just press it through. Of course, that's not working. Thank you, PetSmart. Why? Why does it not want to go through? Come on, I've built these things before. Okay, let me turn it like so. There we go. Ah, alright, so it just snapped in. Nice and easy. Let's see if we can get this one to snap in. Come on. Is the hole not aligned properly or something? So this is my other gripe with this thing. There, maybe. Nope. Okay. We're gonna come back to that side because I'm just getting frustrated with it. So, gonna get one of the other sides. So these have quite a bit of ventilation holes on them. Don't recommend them for small spiders because they can fit through these. Also, if you're feeding fruit flies, don't use this terrarium because the flies will just go right out. But it does have quite a bit of cross ventilation, which is really nice. So, that is going to sit in like so. Yeah, see, they're supposed to just kind of push in and, like, go nicely. So, let me maybe try a different rivet. Oh, there we go. The problem was the plastic rivet. Now, these have... Let's get the other side on first before we start going up the sides. So, that's our third side. I go dropping these little plastic things. They do give you extra, which is nice because you will lose a couple. Alright. And then we have our front door. Our front, it has a magnetic door with a latch. So if you're housing a tarantula in this, they can't push their way out. So we'll just go ahead and slip this right on in. Close the door to make it easier, like so. So not too terrible to put this thing together. Now I'm going to put the lid on. The lid also opens, which is quite nice. Let's see if I can lift this up a little bit so you can actually see what I'm doing. The lid opens. It's also magnetized, and you have to kind of slide it back and lift it up, which is nice so your bigger tarantulas aren't going to be able to push their way out. I think that's the bad rivet. Let's try this one. There we go. Got it. So I'm just going to go around the side. So I put the bottom together first, then the top, and then there are also rivets that go along the sides. Again, it's a pretty simple design. Is it slightly over-engineered? Yeah. Is it, again, unnecessary to be multiple pieces? Yeah. And sometimes you have this, I don't know if you can see it, but right here, the holes aren't lined up. Yay. So I'm just going to get in as many of these rivets as possible. Sometimes you end up with one hole or two that doesn't, there it goes, that doesn't quite line up. Ideally you want to fill, you want to get a rivet in every hole. So not particularly terrible to put together. One more. And we're left with two rivets. I'm going to put those back in their bag just to hang on to them, because we will be, you know, they're handy to have. Alright, let's get to decorating. So first I want to fill the bottom part here with Reptisoil. I have my Reptisoil. Do I have like a cup? No, of course I don't. Why would I have a cup? That would be smart and efficient and not getting my hands covered in dirt, but no. Okay. Alright, Reptisoil. This is my go-to substrate that I like to use. It's spider safe, it's reptile safe, it's just pretty good quality. Alright, let me pull this to the edge. And, because otherwise I'm going to cover my keyboard in dirt. And we're just going to get substrate in here. I'm going to fill this bottom part all the way up. Now the other problem with this terrarium, and it's really just an aesthetic thing, the dirt will fall down between the bottom plastic bit and the acrylic side, and it looks kind of terrible. It's not a big concern, it's not going to hurt anything, but it's just kind of annoying to look at. But we'll get that all in here. What is that? I'll take that out. Alright, so that is full. And I have successfully covered my keyboard in dirt. Yay. Brush that off. Okay. Got that. Next, I'm going to fill this up with some sphagnum moss. Is green sphagnum moss. And this is supposed to be reptile and spider safe. I don't know if it's dyed or not. I have a feeling that it is, which I don't like. But I'm going for an aesthetic choice here. I want the green, not the brown of the natural sphagnum moss. I don't think it's going to hurt anything to... I don't think it's going to hurt anything. But you do want to watch out for using moss from like Michael's or Hobby Lobby, because that is definitely dyed and you don't know what type of dye is used, if it's reptile animal safe or not. Okay, so we got some sphagnum moss in there. Let's see. Alright, I've got a whole bunch of plants to put in here, fake plants. First though, I'm going to wet this substrate down a little bit. And I'm just going to do it with some bottled water. Don't overdo this, because this terrarium, oh, I bumped the phone, this terrarium is not watertight. That is my other big issue with this. It's not watertight, so if you're going for a bioactive setup, it's going to be a little harder to keep it moist, because you won't be able to put in quite as much water as you want. Okay, now, plants. And where I get my plants from, I get a lot from the Dollar Tree, I get a lot from Michael's, I also get a lot from Temu. I know I try not to support Temu too much, but you know, cheap is cheap sometimes. Okay, so I've got this pretty plant right here. Just gonna bend bottom nicely, and I'm gonna go right into the corner here with this, sink it into the substrate, push it down. What else do I have? Okay, so I've got, a little lavender sprig here. So let's do the same thing. And remember, when you're decorating your spider's home, they are going to spend 90% of their time or more up here. They're up in this part. This part, the rest of it, is for you to look at. So you want to make sure that your spider's home is appropriate for them. Which means lots of cover at the top. Let's see, do I want to use this? Is it too tropical? Let's see how it looks. It does look... what else do I have? What I need to do before I get many more plants in here is I need to get some cork in here. And some sticks for climbing. I'm going to go ahead and sink that right into there. Maybe, come on. Let's go in through here. See if that's easier. Break it, I just want to get it under that and kind of wedge it. There we go. So she'll enjoy that. That is just a nice piece of branch from my walnut tree in the front yard. Let's get some other stuff in here. Alright, so I've got way too much crap to go through. Could be fun. Let's see. Some little air plant, succulent type things. So I'm just gonna stick one right in there. Right down in there. I think that looks cool. What else I got? See, I've got some vines. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, these will be cool. These are fake air plants from Michael's. I'm pretty sure they were on clearance when I got them. They look sweet. So I'm just going to stuff one right down in there. Bend this a little more. So that it'll stay. There we go. And then I just want to get the tags off these because I don't want those in there. We're going to get a little more foliage. Bend this really well. And I'm going to move that. I'm going to go over here, underneath, underneath the substrate. That'll kind of help hold it in place. And we'll put this little guy right here. Bend that little wire bit more. Okay. So let's start to go together. We need a little more climbing stuff around the top. So what I have is, and it's the last of it unfortunately, but I have some in her current enclosure, is this mossy wire stuff, again from Michaels. I like Michaels. They have good stuff sometimes. They're expensive, but they have good stuff. But what it is, and we'll just go in here like so. It was in their fairy garden stuff. I got a whole roll of it when it was on clearance, which is pretty sweet. But that'll be great climbing for her. Get that underneath there. Okay. Okay. Starting to like it. I am starting to like it. Let's see, I want to get... We have enough cover? I think we have enough cover. Now, she doesn't necessarily need a big piece of cork in here because she is a jumping spider, not a big tarantula. And we've got lots of cover. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick one of these through one of the air holes just to kind of anchor that a little more. We'll get that on the inside and that on the inside, and we'll do the same thing on the other side, and that just kind of anchors that. So I think that is super cute. I think we need to get Gidget in here and see what she thinks. So I'm gonna get some crap out of the way. Let's see. Another neat air plant here. Will that fit through there? But yeah, that'll fit through there. Okay, cool. So that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm just gonna go right there. Let's put it in the front here. Maybe not. Okay, so that just kind of broke off. Well, let's see what I can do. Will that just fit in? No. Okay. Scratch that idea. I think that this is going to work out just fine, so I'm going to go ahead and put that lid on. Now we've got our door open here. That up a little bit more. There we go. All right. Gidget. It's time. Hi, baby. So, you want to see your new home? Come on, baby. I know, you've already been out once today. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Come on. There you are. And we'll see if she wants to come out. Got a new home for you. You're gonna like it. It's bigger. So she's about an I7, I8 right now. Come on, baby. Very cute little girl. She's my little PetSmart rescue who molted out really dark. Come on. No? Don't want to touch your hand today. Okay. So I'm just going to be patient with her. Let her decide if she wants to be handled. Hi. You want to come on my hand? No? Want to go in your new home? Come on, sweetie. There we go. So, as you can see, if she'll stay still, she's absolutely adorable. She's very, very handleable. Very gentle little spider. You wanna go in? Oh, you wanna see your new home? What's that? Oh, she's gonna jump. Oh, she's gonna jump. Yeah, all that's for you to climb on. There you go. Good girl. Yes, I talk to my spiders like they're dogs. I don't care. I know they probably can't even hear me. They can probably hear the vibration. But, you know, I still do it. Where'd you go? I'm going to spray a little water on the sides here. Oh, she's already at the top. Yeah. Just because it is a really hot, dry day today. We've got the ACs running and everything. So, that is Gidget in her little home here. So let me just take you down. Where is she? Oh, she's over here. There she is. Already exploring. So, if I turn the phone the right direction. Nice, big, lots of space for her. I think she was getting bored in her little hammock box. So this will give her lots of places to explore. There she is. You can see her back there. Alright. So, guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment down below, let me know what you think. What do you think of this build? And subscribe if you want to see more, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.